Welcome, Earthly Souls, to my channel, Earthly Soul Tarot. My name is Daniel, and you guys, today we are doing a Taurus reading for the month of February. So hello, my beautiful Tauruses, my fellow Tauruses. I love you guys so much. I think we're awesome, okay? I think we're the best sign ever, but don't tell any of the signs I said that. Anyway, you guys, today's reading is going to be all about February 2026. So we're going to start off the reading with an oracle card as always, and that's going to be the general energy slash theme for the month of February. Then we're going to jump in with the tarot and look into your career, love, health, which is going to be, mental, physical, whatever comes up. And then we're going to look at conflicting and supporting energies, and then a closing energy. Then at the end, we're going to pull a little message of confirmation for you to look out for in the wild in order to let you know that your guides are with you and supporting you, okay? Anyway, my loves, if you are here, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, especially if you resonate with my energy or with the reading at any point. Leave a message. Let me know how this month has played out for you. How was January? And what are you expecting from February, my loves? Let me know in the comments. All right, my dear Taurus, let's go ahead and jump in and see what the oracle card for you is going to be. So this is going to be the overall energy for the month of February. Spirit guides and angels. What is the overall theme for the month of February for Taurus? Focus, Taurus. Focus, focus, focus. That is going to be the overall theme for you the month of February. Now, this could have a lot to do with focusing on your goals this month. Maybe a lot of you are trying to lock in something, like really lock something in. Maybe it's focusing more on your mental health or focusing on your relationship. This is a very broad energy. So whatever it is, though, I do see you being very, very honed in this month, okay? A lot of you could even start to, get into like a hermit mode type of cycle right now. I don't know, whatever it is. We're going to look into the tarot, into the rest of your reading, and maybe that energy will kind of connect, So let's go ahead and look into your career, Taurus. Career for the month of February for Taurus, spirit guides. How is your career / financial matters going to be playing out in the month of February? Whoa, you got two cards. Did I not just say this, you guys? The Hermit coming up. I told y'all. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. And the Knight of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are going to be very activated this month when it comes to your career. And again, I say career. This could also be a creative project that you're wanting to kind of turn into a career later on. I'm really feeling a very creative energy right now. So I feel like I'm talking to an artist of some sorts, or somebody that just likes to express themselves through art, or maybe you're a content creator, or maybe you're doing something very, non-conventional. But I feel like you're doing it very silently, Taurus. This month, like I said, you're going to be very focused. People aren't going to be able to really reach you that easily because, you've got work to do, Taurus. You got work to do. It's like you're taking the time to really plan things out and think about how you want this journey to go. And then apart from that, you're also putting in a lot of action and a lot of energy into this. But because of that, you're very focused on yourself right now this month, okay? February is going to be a month where you're very, like I said, hermit mode. And I feel like for a lot of you, again, I keep getting a creative energy. Let's get one more card within your career. Let's see if we can get any confirmation on that. Wow, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, my loves. This is definitely creative energy. I think a lot of you are getting into content creation or putting some sort of message out through the internet. This could also be something that has to do with art, making things with your hands. Because the Ace of Cups, like, you see how she's holding like the clam with the pearl, but like it almost looks handmade. You know what I mean? It almost looks like a piece of art that this person made. So a lot of you could be artists that work with their hands. Maybe you sell something, or you're starting a small business. Whatever it may be, though, this is definitely a new beginning within your career this month, Taurus. So I feel like if you have been thinking of opening your own business or starting your own channel or an Instagram or like a TikTok account, whatever it is, I feel like that's exactly the way that you should be going. So there's a confirmation for you here that you should go for it. All right, my loves, because it is a very exciting new journey for you. Why am I trying to shuffle the oracle cards? We're gonna shuffle and look into your love, okay, Taurus? Love for the month of February for Taurus. Spirit guides. What can we get for Taurus's love? Now, love could be a lot of different things. This could be romantic, but if you're not in a romantic relationship, it could also resonate with, you know, friendships or family. Lots of earth energy coming up here with your love energy. I feel like a lot of you are feeling very, very stable in your romantic relationships. And if you're not in a romantic relationship, this is a relationship with yourself. I'm seeing a lot of like self energy here, but you're being poured into, okay? Whether that be from someone else or your very own self, there's a lot of love inside of you. And I feel like you feel very stable in your connections right now. With the Page of Pentacles, a lot of you could have recently entered a new relationship, or you will be entering a new relationship in the month of February. But there's like a very refreshed energy here. I see somebody like kind of almost like honeymoon phase energy. So a lot of you could have just jumped into a new relationship. And it feels very exciting, but it also feels very comfortable, like very familiar. So I don't know, some of you could have really found your person, okay? So if you do resonate with, you know, just getting into a relationship and it's someone that makes you feel very comfortable rather than like nervous, that's a great sign, Taurus. I feel like that's a sign that you are with the right person here. And the Nine of Pentacles, this is just a symbolism of abundance and enjoying your abundance. So I don't know why I'm getting the message that some of you could have also gotten with somebody that's very wealthy. And it's not that you're with this person for their money. It's just like a big plus. You know what I mean? And I feel like right now, you could be getting very spoiled right now, Taurus. Which honestly, good for you. You deserve it, Taurus. You guys are awesome. Again, not being biased or anything. But Taurus, you deserve it. You deserve all the luxury. You deserve all the care and the love and the gifts, you know, physical and emotional. But yeah, so far, the love energy is very beautiful this month for you in February, Taurus. Let's get one more card for you for your love section of the reading. The King of Wands. You could be with a fire sign. If you have gotten in a relationship, this could be a fire sign. But I feel like the King of Wands is someone that, you know, is very like passionate, obviously very passionate, but also very passionate within the relationship. So if you have gotten with someone and they are a fire sign or they have fire placements, this person is like madly in love with you, Taurus. This is crazy. It's like, and even if they're not a fire sign or anything, this person just exudes like a fiery passion for you, which is so beautiful. Again, I feel like this month, Taurus, so far this month is going to be very beautiful for you. And of course it's in February because hello, Valentine's Day is coming up. Ooh, let me just tell you, Taurus, Valentine's Day is going to be very special for you this month. I just know it. Anyway, my loves, let's jump into your health section of the reading. Now, this could be mental, physical health. Let's see whatever messages pop up. We're just going to let your spirit guides let us know what you need to know for this month in regards to health. All right, the Nine of Swords is coming up here for you, Taurus. I feel like there could be a moment within this month where you start to doubt things or overthink a little bit with that Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords can signify having some anxieties over things. This could also signify a word, you guys? I say signify a lot, and I'm not sure if it's a word. But this could symbolize, I guess is what I'm trying to say, having trouble sleeping, Taurus. So you might have some issues at nighttime. Maybe you're going to bed too late or you're not being able to sleep. And that kind of makes sense because if you have gotten into a new relationship, we all know the feeling of getting into a relationship and like you're talking with this person late at night. You can't sleep because all you can think about is this person. So, I mean, this could have to do with that. But let's see if we can get any more details on this. Temperance card is coming up here. I feel like health-wise, like physical health-wise, you guys are going to be in a very balanced, very healthy state of mind. Because you've learned how to pour into yourself. And so I feel like you're going to be very mentally stable this month. And the Knight of Pentacles as well. Yeah, it's like a slow, grounded energy here. And I feel like you're taking the time to really plan things out. So I do feel like this Nine of Swords has a lot to do with you just not being able to sleep, Taurus. So just keep an eye out for that. Make sure that you are, you know, getting your sleep. prioritizing your emotional health, make sure you're not doing things at night that will cause you to feel like crap in the morning. Okay, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a big message of that. As long as you do that this month, Taurus, your stability and your inner stability is gonna feel very stable. Okay, and you're gonna feel very, you know, very happy and very safe. Okay, so I guess safe is the word that I want to use here. My loves, let's jump into any conflicting energies for you. Conflicting energies for Taurus. You're getting the Five of Pentacles as a conflicting energy. I feel like the Five of Pentacles could symbolize, see, I'm getting it, symbolize you jumping into a new creative career that you might not see so many rewards from the get-go. Okay, because the Five of Pentacles is a card of, most of the time it's a card of lack, or like a state of lacking something. All right, Taurus, I did not realize, but my phone ran out of space at one point in this reading. And I think it was right when we were talking about the Five of Pentacles. But anyway, my loves, I'm going to try my best to redo the last part of the reading because there was just so much. But whatever, we're going to keep going. Something does not want you to know this message here, but I'm going to repeat it, okay, you guys? So as I was saying, with the Five of Pentacles, this was your conflicting energy that came up for you, Taurus, for the month of February. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like because you're jumping into a new career or a new path, your natural instinct as a Taurus is to want to be very stable and to do things in a certain way. And you might feel a little bit like doubtful of the decisions that you're going to make. The Five of Pentacles is an energy of telling us that we're lacking something, or that we're going to lack something, or we're leaving something behind and we're never going to see it again. You know what I mean? But a lot of the times that energy can be very mental, Taurus, especially as a Taurus, that likes to be in control and you like your discipline and stuff like that. It's going to be quite easy for your mind to start telling you those lies, right? But just remember that, and this was what the confirmation was for you, that the Chariot came up as your supporting energy. Now, the Chariot is a card of being in control. And this was when I was saying, Taurus, that the more that we let go of control, the more in control we actually feel. And me as a Taurus, I use that phrase a lot in my life because I can understand as a Taurus, I'm very disciplined with myself. I'm very hard on myself, and I expect myself to maintain a certain routine. And we all know, you guys, I know you guys know that this energy can be very damaging because we burn ourselves out a lot, okay? And you don't want to do that this month, Taurus. This month is a month where you're going to be very emotionally vulnerable. You're going to step into something new, and that's going to require a lot of drive and a lot of confidence, okay? Because confidence and that trust is what's going to get you far. There goes that phone shutting off on me again, Taurus. I'm so sorry. But anyway, your concluding energy, your closing energy came out as the Page of Swords. And this is, I'm getting a strong message that people are going to start seeing you in a different light because of the fact that you are learning to communicate in a different way. And you're also going to start doing things in a different way as well. Now, you're going to develop a lot of new routines this month, and a lot of different, I'm hearing like different coping mechanisms as well, which is very hand in hand with healing and growing. So I do feel like this month, you guys, you're going to be having a lot of growth moments and a lot of moments where you're going to have to, level up in small ways, and it's going to get you really far. People might really start to see you come out of that hermit mode by the end of February and be like, whoa, like, what are you doing? Because you look different. Something about you is like, it's different. The way you come off is going to be very different to people. And they're going to be a little bit intrigued. I feel like people are going to be asking you like personal questions, like asking, what have you been doing? Like, what are you, what are these new plans you've been working on? But yeah, there's just like a lot of energy of like growing and kind of transforming this month, Taurus, which I love so much. I think a lot of you are really stepping out of your comfort zone in February, which is always such a healthy thing to do, especially for Tauruses, for people who are so, set in their ways and you're comfortable, you know what I mean? Like you like staying comfortable, but I feel like this month you're really going to start stepping out of that comfort zone and exploring new options and living your life to the fullest is what I'm wanting to say. Anyway, Tauruses, my loves, so at the end of the reading, obviously we didn't record the first one, but I had pulled a little symbolism like message for you. So I'm gonna do it again, my loves, because I just have a feeling that, I don't know, there was a reason why that part didn't want to record. But this is something that your guides want you to keep an eye out for. So whatever I pull, if you see this object, or hear this sound or hear this song, at any point, you know, this month, just know that your spirit guides are right next to you and you are on the right path, okay, my loves? So Taurus, this is what your spirit guides want you to look out for, okay? And you are getting the owl. So if at any point in time in February you see an owl, or you hear an owl, or you see a figurine of an owl, just know that that is your confirmation from spirit. That is your confirmation letting you know that you are on the right track, and that you have nothing to worry about, my loves. All right, Taurus. Finally, I feel like I have been trying to record. I've been trying to finish your reading for a few times. I had to like stop and start recording again so many times. So I'm sorry if at any point any messages kind of got lost in there. But I know that those who resonate will know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, my lovely Tauruses, I hope you have an amazing February. I'm so excited for this month for you and for me as a fellow Taurus. I feel like this month is going to be very bold. And I love you guys so, so much. If you have made it this far, leave an owl emoji in the comments, all right? Hit that subscribe button as always, my loves, and I love you so much. I'll see you on the next reading, okay, Taurus? Stay safe.